cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quickly complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So Texas A&M's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll try the left side. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Trying to get the corner. Wrapped up and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 5, and so I guess they're really right back where they started on first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now this offense will take the field again. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is in the air. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to sling it on second down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running to the left. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Colorado.
Looking to throw on first down.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using the quick game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 11. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. Made a defender miss. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. On target. And he's brought down after a nice game. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Singh. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Singh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to run for it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
24, Texas A&M, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Complete on the shuffle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plucks it out of the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sawyer. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Right down the middle. He's got it. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here's the handoff. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Leaves it with the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here they come trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Turning it on! Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. He'll pull it on the read, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia sends out the punt team. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. A low line drive and short kick. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Singh. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. This time they'll go to the running game.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sawyer. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dumps it off in the flats. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quarterback keeper.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A strike downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
there going back to the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second down?
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! Touchdown, Aggies! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Caught in the backfield. It's Sawyer. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Sawyer. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singh. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Aggies! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the shuffle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Calls it in. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's reverse. And that's a very productive 1st down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pick up of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 4th down, gotta have it here. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.